You got bad credit, you tired of being broke, do something about it. Dispute. Use the FCRA, use their own law to get what you need. It's simple. All you got to do is use the AI, use ChatGPT, $20 subscription, use the FCRA, upload your credit report to ChatGPT, tell it to do everything you need to do. It's going to write you a letter. Say, look at all the negative counts on my report. Use the FCRA. Use any inaccuracies that you could use to dispute these inaccuracies on this consumer report, which is the credit report, and make me a letter and send it to all three. Then they'll do that. Then you'll have a letter like Johnny Cochran wrote it. Then when they don't comply, because most of the time they're not gonna do nothing, then you take them to court. Then it's gonna force them to take it off. And you can do this all online. It's simple. They don't want you to know this. And the point of doing this because when you have good credit, you could go borrow money from a bank at a low interest rate. That's the whole thing. It's not really about having good credit just to be bragging about it and not utilizing it, putting it to work. That is stupid. Or going to go buy some clothes or some shoes or a car. You could do that, but that is retarded to me. You know, when you could utilize it to borrow money from the bank, then you can use that money that you borrow at low interest rate because you got good credit to go buy a business, start a business, and let the money from the business pay the loan back. And you just build up and just build wealth. And you don't have to worry about paying bills, nothing like that, because you already know you covered because your business is paying for everything. You acquire assets, get property, get land, you know, stocks, crypto, all type of things, gold, silver. This is the stuff they don't want you to know about because they want you just to keep on being a slave, be a W-2 worker for life. You can't pass that job down once you're about to die because we all going. Nobody's going to be here forever. You know, this body's going to give up. But you're supposed to establish generational wealth so you can pass it to your people. You know, they don't want to teach you that. They want you to be a worker. There's nothing wrong with working, but you don't want to be stagnant. You don't want to be stuck there. I mean, if you do, it's cool because some people is not going to comprehend this. It's all right. Everybody, it's not for everybody, but the ones that that is touching, listen. You don't have to be in a situation that you're in. People be saying this and they be capping, they just want views and all this. You really don't have to be in the situation on everything. You don't. Man, we in the age of Aquarius. This is the age of knowing. You need to know this. This is the real. Money is not a problem no more because I understand what's going on. I understand what's going on. Look, if you got negative stuff on your credit report, you can have AI to help you get it off. It does like 90% of the work. I just gave you what to do. You upload the credit report. You get your credit report free from annualcreditreport.com. All three of them for free. And those the one that the courts they honor because it's a government website itself. Credit Karma, that's not real. That's not the FICO score. None of the information on it could be useful, but they don't honor that. You can't really take that to court. It's because you disputing something and they didn't do nothing. You can't use that as proof. They're not gonna honor that. They honor like they actual like when you go to their websites, like if you go to Experian and get the report from Experian and TransUnion and Equifax, they honor that, or they'll also honor the annual credit report that has everything on there. It has all your credit history on there. That's like the best one. It's free. It's not gonna have your score on there, but have all the information that's just on there. Your score is nothing. I mean, your score is cool, but it's really about what's in your credit report. Because you could have a 700 credit score plus, but your credit report could be thin. It's nothing in there. You're not gonna get a proof for nothing, really, even if you got a 700 plus. So you need to add trade lines, primary accounts. You can go to Credit Strong to get primary accounts. They got other people that sell primary accounts. You can go have a primary account that's like you paid something over that was 50 grand, 100 grand. You put these things on your credit report to make yourself look good. Then you go to the bank and you go get a loan at a low interest rate. Your credit, you could get, if you go to some banks and get a loan or a business credit card at 0% interest rate for a whole year, some even longer, but mostly like for a year. And you can use that money to bubble to come up. That's what it's about legally. All this stuff is legal. That's what the rich doing. It's it's the blueprint. And if you want to know more, you gotta do is tap in because I'm going in. I'm going in. So y'all got to make this go up. because I'm giving you the sauce. They be lying. You got people that they do credit repair stuff, right? But they make you pay a subscription. Then they doing all the disputing, and dispute is not going to be doing. It's not going to do nothing. That's just to get you the door. If you're not suing them, the disputing is not going to do nothing. And this is not legal advice, and this is not financial advice because they're not going to try to book me because I'm giving you all the sauce for real, for real. Yeah. So it's a game. You might get lucky and get something on, and they probably put it back on. But you do the method I'm telling you about, it's not coming back on. They already know they're not gonna want to spend that money. It costs too much money to defend it. If you suing for a small amount of money and it costs them triple, why any business mind person gonna want to try to come to some type of solution, even if you did so-called older debt. It's all a game. You're being screwed, you're not even knowing to the degree. But I'm trying to give you a loophole so you won't have to be screwed. You could get some money and look comfortable. You don't have to be a W-2 worker. You could learn, you could go buy businesses online. People selling car washes and laundry mats and stuff like that. They selling them. If you're able to borrow $500,000, you know what I mean? You position yourself, you clean your credit, make yourself look good on paper, you line the banks up, because all banks pull from different credit so-called bureaus. This bank part pull from TransUnion. This bank part pull from Equifax. This bank part pull from, so on, so on. So I go to all these banks that pull from this one first. So when I go to the next set of banks, I go to three banks that hit TransUnion, three banks that pull from Equifax, three banks that pull from Experian. I could get like $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 easy through the loans and credit cards, and it's all legal. And I use that money to go buy stuff so I could buy business, start a business, and have the money from the business pay all of it back. And by me having the 0% interest, it's no heavy lifting. If you got 100 grand at 0% interest for a year, right? Your monthly payment out of $100,000 will only be $1,000. That's 12 grand, 12 months. You have $88,000. Why does somebody want to sell you a car wash? You want a real estate. You could get what I'm saying? Listen to what I'm saying. This is not no scam or no scheme. This is just common sense. This information is kind of hidden. But it's out here now because we're in the age of technology. I mean, we got computers at our fingertips. You know, listen to what I'm saying. Don't look at me because what I look like. Listen to the words I'm saying because I'm making sense. If you can comprehend what I'm saying, I'm making sense. I'm not even selling you nothing. I'm telling you, you can just do this. It's just if you want my help to do it, I help you. It's gonna be a fee, but you can do this on your own. But you need to know the steps, though. You have to pay for what you want. I pay to learn this information, and I don't even know the information that I'm packaging right now and selling. The information I learned was just the bare necessities. And I didn't even know how to finish all the way. I had to just go through it myself. But now I went through it myself. I'm like, you have to do this if you want to get some type of outcome. If you call yourself disputing and you're not doing the other thing, you just playing. You just wasting like time. That just to get you in the door. To make them do what you're gonna do, what you need them to do is to assume. Period. It's not legal advice. And you don't even have to even go to court, so to speak. It's formal. You could just a lot of times it settles before you even go to that because it costs them too much money for them to be. They already know they're in the wrong anyway. They in the wrong. You just don't know they in the wrong. It's because you had the credit card right, and it went bad and went into collections. It don't matter if you so-called owe that credit card if they didn't do what they're supposed to do to be able to show that this account went negative because a person didn't pay. They gotta make sure everything's accurate. Go check all credit bureaus. Say for instance, you got a credit card and they report to all three of them. Make sure all of them are accurate. Make sure they all saying the same thing. If not, you have them. This is the sauce. All that stuff had to be accurate. It can't be no type of mistake. It can't be no mistake. So, tap in, Rice Consulting 333, like and subscribe. Send this video far and wide. I ain't gonna be on long, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm out of here though.